It's all still waiting for you. The fields of Trenzalore, the fall of the 11th, and the question.
Goodbye, Dorian.
The first question. The question that must never be answered. Hidden in plain sight. The question you've been running from all your life. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
Welcome out to the Nerd Effect Podcast. We are on episode 18, also known as part 2 of our Doctor Who.
I prefer 17B.
Well, too late. It's already 18.
Oh.
Does that mean the last one was 17.1 and this one's 17.2? We should number them like Doctor Who seasons. What? You're welcome.
Or series if you're British.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I am.
I am one of your hosts.
No, you're not. You were born in Idaho.
I can be British if I want to be. I'm also a Russian Jewish immigrant. So.
You're not the boss of her nationality.
Right? Don't tell me what nationality I can be.
Rude.
I'm not going to believe
Just
you like
started
this.
recording.
Dude, seriously? Are you surprised?
Well, if Mason would stop bossing me around, we could get on with it.
Yeah, you should
didn't
really
say
make
anything.
him... He's being a bossy pants.
He's telling me I can't be British.
He's telling her what
I
she
can
is.
totally be British.
No,
See?
wait, you can't.
No, you
Sorry.
really can't with that accent.
I'm changing sides.
Traitor. God.
American. Oh.
I was a spy all along.
I don't even understand what that meant. All right.
I
You
don't
call me a traitor, but I was really just a spy. I was never actually on your side.
Yeah, but unless you were a double agent, I really don't care. You're still
You don't
going
know how
to-
many numbers of an agent I am.
How many numbers of an agent are you then?
18.
That's
You can figure out what side I'm on.
That's
Go, Dustin.
Well, it's an even number, so I'd imagine you're right back where you started.
Yes. Which is what I was going to say.
I meant go, like, try and pull us back onto the rails, but that's cool, too.
Please, oh please, oh please, can we play Doctor Who now? Just
I was trying, but you people decided to just go off on your own little tangent.
Yeah, but you know what? You're the one still doing it.
I am one of your hosts.
get your poop in a pile, jeez.
I am one. Hey. Shh. Are we good?
Yes.
Calm down.
Get on with it.
Chop, chop. Come on.
Come on.
I am one of your hosts, Dustin VanCour. I am joined by my 4 crackheads.
I prefer stoner. Thank you very much.
I don't even know what I am.
Michael Morgan.
Naomi Ferree.
Mason, Ireland.
Nikki Prindle.
Get your shit together.
Nikki Broken Prindle. And we are back with part 2 of our Doctor Who podcast. I think, as I mentioned prior to the snap that just happened.
That was my brain you heard.
We finished up our last conversation, kind of going over the 50th anniversary episode. Lots of awesomeness happened there. If you haven't seen it yet, go to Amazon immediately and purchase it, download it, watch it on whatever your favorite
Probably shouldn't
stream
listen to
player
Doctor Who
is.
podcasts if you haven't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, no.
starting
Your fault.
again, if you're for whatever reason you're tuning into this one first instead of the other one, spoilers everywhere, it's all over the fucking place.
Everywhere.
Especially if you haven't watched Doctor Who at all, then I'm even surprised you're listening. To be honest with you,
If you're trying to listen to this to decide if you should watch it, go watch it.
then come back.
And then come back after your binge and
Yeah.
whelp moment.
You can be
Yes.
all "Ee" with us.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what a whelp moment is, see the first half of this
Yeah.
podcast.
Watch things in order, jerk.
Stop critiquing the listeners. Jeez.
Oh, it's okay. It's totally cool.
We're going to go down to like 20.
I am actually going to start this
20
episode because I probably should have read it the first half, but we do have an email from Copel
I have a comment.
I'm gonna call him that. Oh, you want to tell the joke first?
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
go
I have
for
to
it.
pull it up. You can do yours first.
Okay. Well, here's our buddy Brian. He emailed us in. He also has a.
He is also a massive.
This is
Whovian.
actually in response to our last episode, but since this is the second half of this episode, it's actually 2 episodes ago. Figure it out.
the D&D episode.
Yeah, the D&D episode. My fellow geeks, I am sorry that sorry it has been a few weeks since I last wrote in. Time is precious, and I have no TARDIS. None of us do.
Wish you
Oh,
did.
you don't?
Dude,
You don't have
Well,
a TARDIS.
a real
Stop lying.
I can't even leave town. Why are you like not taking me cool places? Man.
Yeah.
Because I'm a selfish bastard. I'm not the
You
doctor.
are
I'm one
an
of the
asshole.
Other, I'm one of the
That's
other
okay.
Time Lords who are all douchats. So
And how come you didn't go pick up Brian for this episode?
Right?
For
What the hell?
serious,
that
dude.
whole I'm
no,
one of the other Time
no.
Lords, so I'm a douchat?
Negative nerd points. Negative nerd points.
I do have
Selfish.
some
Is that your
amazing
Time Lord
doucheheads.
name? Is the
Douchehad?
Doctor,
Douchehad?
the Master, and Douchehad flying through space and
Dr.
time?
Douche.
Douche hat? Who? Yeah, that doesn't work, really.
I think
Actually,
it works
I'm
great.
the
I'm
douche
not,
hat.
I'm not Doctor Who. I'm Doctor what?
No,
That's-
you're
There's
Douchehad.
there's also Doctor When, Doctor Why.
Get
Dr.
out.
Wen would be the best Time Lord.
Doctor When.
Because that makes
yeah.
more sense. Okay, anyway, so you had an email?
I lost
Somebody
it.
wrote you.
It's okay, I'll read the joke. He says, do you know why George R.R. Martin doesn't have Twitter? He killed all 140 characters. But I'm ching. Okay, go.
Did he actually type out "but I'm chink"?
No, that was me.
Oh,
I was being drums.
Okay.
I forgot how to drum.
Okay. I have enjoyed the last few episodes, but I will not try to touch on all the topics that I missed. However, I did promise to write in after the D&D show, so here it is. I have been playing D&D since 2nd edition, having been introduced by our mutual friend, Naomi.
I rule.
After joining the army, I got into a steady group that lasted a couple of years before moving on again. Over the years in the army, I have played with many groups, and I have had times where the groups were not to be found until about to move again. Currently, I'm playing in a Pathfinder campaign with 2 other soldiers and 2 wives, one being mine. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
It is a little amusing that playing the half-elf, I am the most monstrous character in the group. Not sure what he means by that, because I don't play
Least
enough.
Yeah.
Oh. As for...
Okay, yeah.
So he's saying that the rest of his
Cricket,
group is
cricket.
human, right?
Apparently, I guess.
Cricket.
As for amusing anecdotes, there are many to choose from, but one of my favorites was when I was playing a Minotaur Barbarian, about 350 pounds. The group got to the end of a dungeon in a room with only one door that swung inward. The party decided it was time to rest, and my character went to the door, said, "I take guard," and proceeded to sleep against the door. I wish you all luck in the steampunk campaign. I already recommended to Mike using the Eberron campaign world, since it is already mostly steampunk-like. Imagine a fantasy world of intrigue that has trains and airships, but they are powered by trapped air and fire elementals.
It's pretty cool.
Eberron's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Played
it
in
is.
it. Yeah.
I like trains.
It seems like this email is already long enough, so I won't get into
And we made it longer.
min-maxing stats, but I
God,
will
Brian,
leave.
shut up already.
But I will leave with this. I did see the 50th twice and thought it was awesome. The second time I saw it in 3D, and I believe they used the technology quite well to the point where it added to the depth of the presentation without distracting from the story. It was also great watching it with the crowded theater, enjoying the gasps and applause of the Whovian community.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes.
We joked about going in for a second round.
Yeah, we went and saw the 7:30 showing, and then there was also a 10 o'clock showing. We're like, I wonder if we can still get tickets for the second show.
They were available, I believe.
As always, keep up the good work and talk nerdy to me.
Aw.
Nerdy. There.
He really did that.
Brian.
He made the poison reference.
Your D20's looking hot.
Oh, man.
So, Brian,
I'm gonna
what's
roll
in your
them
magic
D6s.
deck?
Oh!
I'd like to hold your dice bag.
Oh!
Your turn.
I'm still getting over that. Why do I have to do one? Oh, God.
Mike, I know you got one on the cuff. Come on.
Well, I was talking about rolling the d6s. I don't know.
Do I have to stick
I
with
failed.
D&D?
No.
CDs.
Nerd.
So you know that Vulcan neck pinch? Oh, man. You think that's bad? Wait, that went... I was just using a voice.
Horribly wrong.
Yeah.
I have this one. I don't fucking know.
I think you're confusing
don't.
sexy talk with threatening.
I'd like to play with your scrubbing nerf herder.
Wait. You don't want them to be scared?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, that explains a lot.
Is Ange okay? Do we need to, go check on her? Does she need a safe house?
You have a huge Wookiee.
Whoa.
I say now that I just have yellow laser beams in my head.
I was just going to
Thanks.
say, hey, man, you want to go upstairs and see my yellow laser beams?
That's gross.
Pee
No.
is gross.
It is shiny. It is clean.
Wow.
And sterile.
Doesn't mean you want to be covered in it.
You better be happy, Brian, because we did this all for you.
Let's
That's
talk
right.
about the stuff that we're going to talk about.
You mean like Doctor Who?
Doctor
Yeah.
Who.
Hey!
Doctor Who. What? Okay.
Doctor what? Doctor Who.
Doctor It.
Somebody needs to do a Doctor Who rap. I just wrote a line.
Doctor It. Cousin It from the Addams Family as the Doctor.
No.
Oh, that'd be like with the little bow tie and the fez.
No.
I need
Wait,
a-
could Thing be like his canine?
Yes.
Oh, that would be actually kind of cool. That was Dustin
That's totally
doing
not
a hand
not a visual effect right
across.
there.
Yeah,
this
is
is
an
an audio
audio.
format.
That was amazing to watch, though, just for everybody out there.
You're welcome. That's
was-
that's limited edition.
The laptop was in my way. I'm kind of. Oh, yeah, no, that was slightly less glorious, I think. But thank you for trying.
Your heart
I
wasn't in it
tried.
this
Yeah,
time.
I could tell you didn't mean it, but that's okay.
I don't need your pity thing.
That's what she said. Oh, God. Can we just rename the podcast? That's what she said. I think that would be a more accurate description of what really happens.
People are gonna hate us by the end of the.
I kind of hate us already.
I think that's mostly going to be because it's not gender neutral. I think it's really biased. It should be that's what they said.
Oh,
That's
no.
what,
I think
that's
the
what
she makes
he
it
or
funny.
she said. No.
Here, HIR.
That's what
I
they
believe
said?
is the
No, ZHE is
Z,
the gender
yeah.
neutral. Yeah, I
Yes.
can never figure out how to pronounce it.
Z. I always pronounce it.
It
Z.
is a noun, folks.
What?
ZIE.
No, what's not a noun?
Yeah.
Is it a noun?
What?
It's not a noun.
No.
Are we really
It's
on
not
this?
now.
It's a question.
No more grammar.
Focus. We can't get through this. We can do this. Let's talk about Doctor Who.
I just don't know, you guys.
All right, so 50th anniversary has wrapped up. Let's get into the crazy shit. Let's get into the hypotheticals.
I thought we were already in the crazy shit.
Well, define crazy, I guess. The crazy shit involving Doctor Who, like the twists, the turns, the theories, the conspiracies.
The million
The-
TARDISes
the-
circling around Gallifrey.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
was only 13.
stuff like that.
No, it was enough that it qualifies as a million. Because they're traveling
More than
through
12.
They're traveling through space and time. You don't know how many places they're in at that moment.
You just blew my mind, dude.
Right? I could totally write for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
Please stop.
That would be my contribution.
Because it'd all be, that's what she said.
Oh my God, I want to hear the Doctor say that. But he could be actually saying it seriously and not completely
That's what she said.
unironically.
Yeah.
Right.
He'd be like, no, that's what she said. And everyone laughs.
Should we start off with something that's been buried deep into Time Lord lore regarding the maxed out of 12 regenerations of Doctor Who, which,
I
as far
never
as we
believed
knew,
that.
had been retconned, but people are still holding it pretty tightly. So the idea is that we're on the 12th generation. Matt is the 12th regeneration of
Matt?
the
No,
Doctor.
he's not.
No.
He's
No,
the
he's
10th
not.
regeneration.
No,
Matt Smith?
no, he's the...
11th Doctor is 10 regenerations. Because he had to start out.
I don't understand.
But there was the War Doctor, which is 12.
Right.
But I heard
12 maxes out, so
and-
if Matt dies, that should be the end of the Doctor.
But
No,
it's
Capaldi
not-
would still be the end in that. With
It's
that.
not. It's they retconned it.
Well, no,
It's
because David
false.
Tennant regenerated once and saved himself.
It's lies.
which is they're
Why
counting
would they
that.
limit themselves in that way when they've made this TV show in such a way where they never have to stop making it?
Well, and here's the
Where
thing.
did that-
I heard that the first Doctor didn't actually regenerate into the second Doctor. That, like, the TARDIS changed him.
Well,
and then the second Doctor didn't actually regenerate. His appearance was changed. So, like, regeneration didn't actually become canon until the third Doctor. And if you're gonna go on that, then actually Matt Smith is like the 9th Doctor, or the 10th Doctor if you're gonna add the Ward Doctor.
Well, I think the problem with
That
that though
sentence
is that
had
like
way too much math in it.
Yeah.
And it popped my brain.
You can get stupid complicated
Oh,
with
like
it.
nerd
because-
math is nuts.
Yeah.
We're like, but really, it's not that Doctor. And then they just did this other one, and they inserted him in the middle, and then they made Paul McGann canon, and now there's...
Well, and then I heard that
I want to know
there
when Paul
was-
McGann wasn't canon.
I don't know. When the nerds got angry and said he wasn't.
Yeah, people
pretty
didn't
much.
like the movie.
But he also said, I guess in the movie he stated that he was half human.
Yeah,
Or
it
something
was
like
like
that.
he's half human on his mother's side.
Yeah,
Which
And that
is
got
the-
erased.
The Doctor lies.
Yes.
I know.
Which is how we have to,
So do the
Except-
people in charge of him.
there were other people that were telling me that the regeneration, the number rule, isn't a natural occurrence of their body, but rather like a Time Lord imposed rule. Like, we can regenerate as many times as we want, but we're requiring that all Time Lords only regenerate 12 times. So I don't even know if that's canon or not. And if that's canon, then potentially the Doctor could regenerate as much as he wants because he likes to break rules. So,
Well, and there's
Okay, but-
not really any Time Lords in his universe
Yeah.
to make them...
like, who's going to enforce it?
Yeah. What are the Time Police going to come and be like, what are you doing? No, they're in a painting.
Yeah.
But then why were there more than how many? There was something about how many TARDISes were floating
13.
around. There was 13.
There were 13.
Yeah, but he's
Which
also
is-
not supposed to come into contact with
which
himself.
Is Capaldi plus the War Doctor.
Right. So yeah, okay, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Nothing about this makes sense. What the fuck are you talking about?
But they
And are you
specifically
going to
stated
count?
13 Doctors were at Gallifrey when they froze
Yeah.
Gallifrey. So that means it was the 12 Doctors and the War Doctor.
Right.
So yeah.
It's hard to count because you keep wanting to call Matt Smith 11.
This is why I don't
But
even
there's the
follow
War
this
Doctor,
stuff,
which
'cause
makes
I'm
him
just like,
technically
whatever they do in the
He's
show,
the
I'm happy
11th Doctor.
with.
That's what they refer to him as.
Overanalyzing
But he's
it hurts my
he's
brain.
technically 12, but he's also the 13th regeneration.
But I mean, let's think about this logically. Do we really think they're going to stop making the show?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. This is my
So I don't know why
I'm
people
not-
care about the rule.
even if the rule stands,
The Doctor breaks rules.
he will find a way.
He
I
always
have
does.
I have a theory that he will find some sort of energy source that will
he's
allow
got
him.
one. The elixir of life. Like, that elixir that the 8th Doctor drank to restart to get into John Hurt, to get into the War Doctor.
Right.
They've got that elixir of life. I mean, that's a good loophole that they could use. Like, maybe he can't regenerate on his own, but he can get that elixir to regenerate.
Also, he absorbed energy from other people and gave energy to other people.
And the Master borrowed.
Yeah.
The Master borrowed regenerations at one point. He was living off of borrowed regenerations, so
Yeah.
it's possible in canon to steal
I
others
think
or
whatever
take-
the hell they feel like doing is canon. So I don't know why people are so adamant about, well, that's not canon and that is. And like,
it's
have
fun
you
to speculate.
But I mean, like, the shit that they do, even if it's not canon, they're gonna find a way to make it happen because they want to, because it's all just a giant writing exercise. Like, the way they made the show is just, like, I kind of geek out over it. Like, just I mean, like, not just, like, the plot line, but, like, how the structure of the show, how they have this way of never having to stop making the show. Like, they made it so they could keep it going. Oh, this actor doesn't want to be in it anymore. Well, let's regenerate him, and then it can be another actor, and there's our excuse. Oh, we don't have a high budget. Well, let's film everything inside of instead of having a high-tech spaceship, let's have a fucking police phone box. Like, it's just brilliant what they do, because they can do whatever the fuck they want to and justify it because they have the most genius writers in the world.
I totally agree, but
I love it.
I think the idea is that we're going with the storyline, where it's mostly speculation. Like, I have a theory that if they do decide to stick with that rule of the 12 regenerations, that when Capaldi's character comes in, or even Matt Smith's character, I guess, since he's the 13th regeneration. Yes. So, technically, if Matt Smith dies, this should be it. Well, my theory is that either they'll write it off and just go, whatever, just regenerate him anyway.
Just ignore it.
Yeah. Or,
Because we can.
or but the thing is that if there's anything that the Doctor Who writers do, they like to pay attention to their fans, it seems like, which is nice of them. Is that they'll write it in that he finds a way to regain that energy again. Like,
they would have to deal with a lot of nerd rage if they didn't justify it somehow.
Oh,
or address it in some way.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And personally, if I was like the BBC website dudes, for that are on the that have to deal with the official message board and stuff, I'd be like, okay, look, writers, you gotta like explain why he can do this again. You gotta have a good reason.
Because if you don't, man, those nerds on the internet, we're gonna have to deal with it.
You, that's why.
We can only take that excuse so many times. I mean, clearly it's going to be at least one more time.
Yeah, but are we really going to stop watching this show if they start just saying, because fuck you, that's why? I'd still watch it. In fact, I'd probably watch it more because that's ballsy.
That's because above all else, Doctor Who fans are masochists. Like,
oh my God, yes we are.
We will take the hurt.
And
every
Moffat
time.
is a sadist.
Make me bleed, Moffat. Make me bleed.
Yeah.
That was really creepy.
I do want to say that, like, the 12 regenerations and that rule was really appealing to me even before I started the show, though, because I do like shows that have a definite beginning, middle, and end. Like, if you can wrap a whole entire story arc and not really fuck it up at the end, that to me is really impressive and above and beyond. Because a lot of TV series get canceled or cut before they're, hitting their stride, or they've just hit their stride. Yeah, like, I think that built
during
in...
the dark times.
The dark
the
times
80s
of
and
which we
early
do
90s.
not speak.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. That makes me sad. But, like, having a definite ending to it and knowing that it will end, I think allows the writers to, if there ever comes a point, and that's probably not going to happen, but if there ever comes a point where the show has become stale and they just can't get it going again, they have an out to make a really good ending. And I think a lot of shows get written to the point where they can't do a good ending.
A graceful bow.
Yeah, a graceful bow out. Because it seems like most series, and of course Doctor Who is not most series, but it seems like most series hit their stride about third or fourth season. They get going really good. And then about sixth or seventh season, shit falls apart.
Well, the beauty of Doctor Who, though, is that it seems like every time they regenerate a Doctor, it's like they're starting a whole new
That's like,
thing again, so that it refines its stride.
That's what appeals to me about the show, is because it makes me sad when things end.
I don't want
Like,
it to
I
end,
wanted
but...
Buffy to go on forever, and it didn't. And if they'd had a formula like this, they could have. These people are geniuses.
But
Talk about job security. Oh, our lead actor is being a douchebag. Huh. Well, regenerate him. Like, how many movies wish they could do that, do you think? Yeah. Like,
well, probably
seriously.
every sequel that's ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's job security, control of, because, so many times the lead actor will, just be like, whoa, you can't, without me, there's no show. Well, that's not entirely true.
We will.
I would like to introduce you to a man named Stephen Moffat.
Yeah. And also this man, Matt Smith.
Hello.
He'll be replacing you. Yes, we know his chin is huge. Not that I'm implying that David Tennant was a douche nozzle, but at all. That was just a theoretical situation.
Yeah. But like, I think, the thing is like, I like how Doctor Who only runs normally a few seasons with any given Doctor, because it does keep it fresh, but also they don't overstay their welcome as far as the personality, and every actor has brought his own spin to the Doctor, and that change
Doctors?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Wicked, what? Oh, wait, not that kind of spin. Sorry.
That wasn't, no.
Yeah.
I'm talking like really shitty 90s band.
No, I know you were. I was
And I was kind of trying to ignore
I'm
it.
offended.
trying to
Not
make your
really.
joke my bitch. Yeah.
But
happens.
yeah, I mean, I like that idea because like the Doctor never gets stale. You never get bored of him as a character because it's always these different actors taking their different views and, you know, bringing their own way of acting to the Doctor, and how the Doctor changes companions over time. Same thing. You never get bored of the companions that way.
I love how they're so good at, like, they've got this formula figured out, or we're going to keep this character around just long enough for you to, if you didn't like them, to kind of start to, and then murder them. Yeah, it's that they're gone. That character you love gone. Sorry, dude.
Well, even
Yeah,
like Astrid.
yeah.
Like you were almost guaranteed that
Loved
she was gonna be the next companion.
Yeah, and then they're like,
And they're like,
oh, except
no.
fuck you guys. Yeah.
Astrid makes me cry too because she was amazing.
My niece's name's Astrid, and it just makes me sad, kind of, sometimes.
That story made me sad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a bad story.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, it was a sad
It
story.
was kind of horrendous. Thanks.
You're welcome. I do it again.
Cool story, bro.
Man, any other theories that you guys think? You seem to have like 100 theories off the top of your
I
head that you wanna
have
talk
been
about.
thinking about the regeneration thing ever since the 50th. I've been like fixated on it because I need to know what numbers are the Doctors, and they threw the War Doctor in the middle of that, and he goes in between 8 and 9, but does he really count because he's a War Doctor? Like, I don't know.
Well, he seems to be a definitive regeneration, regardless of whether or not they call him the
Yeah,
Doctor.
but
Right.
is the regeneration number the sheer number of regenerations, like as in the sheer number of faces we've seen? Because if that's true, then Capaldi's actually like 14. Or is it forced regeneration, i.e., my body is dying, I can't stop the regeneration, it's just gonna happen? Because if it's a forced regeneration that triggers the count, then his regenerating the severed hand in order to make his clone for Rose, well, that really doesn't count, and River got pissed off at him because he used up regeneration on her, right?
On her, yeah.
Yeah. And so that doesn't really count, but if you're counting on sheer regeneration energy, like as a packet, like you get 12 regeneration packets and that's
They hand
it.
you an actual packet.
Yeah, like
inside
a little, like a
12
little tearaway,
envelopes,
like a
yeah.
little, those
little Kool-Aid
emergency
packets, yeah.
Swirl it in some water.
Oh, Jesus.
Bam, new face.
Yeah, so like depending on what
Bamf.
Moffat's definition of regeneration is, plus like how he's counting it.
That's the fucking beauty, is that you don't know, and it leaves it completely open to any possibility, and that's what makes
There's
the show
just so
fucking
many.
genius.
There's so many possibilities. I don't think he's counting the first two Doctors as actual regenerations. I think
You really
he's
think
counting.
so?
I think he's counting Matt Smith as 9 or 10, depending on if he's counting John Hurt. Because you got to ask, is he counting John Hurt? Because I don't know. I don't even know.
Because
Everybody-
somehow Paul McGann regenerated twice, unless they somehow did a reality.
Okay, explain to me the Paul McGann regenerating twice, because I don't quite get that.
Yeah,
Well-
I didn't catch that either.
Paul McGann, by assumption at the beginning, Paul McGann regenerated into
John Hurt.
into Eccleston.
No, because they didn't have Eccleston.
They didn't have Eccleston until the
There was
reboot,
like
though.
a 20-year gap in between.
That was
those.
just an assumption that he changes. Well,
It wasn't.
They never actually showed it.
No, they never showed it.
So he regenerated into John Hurt, and then John Hurt regenerated into Eccleston. Because they never showed
again,
it.
also
Yeah.
an assumption, if
Well,
you ask
no,
me.
because you just weren't paying attention when he
You
was
hush.
regenerating. You're distracted by shiny things in the corner.
Oh,
There were a lot of sonic screwdrivers in that room. I wouldn't blame you. I kept hearing them going off throughout the end of credits.
Oh,
That's what she said.
Possibly.
No.
No.
So here's my thing. I don't think he's going to discredit the first two generations because that seems like
that would be a discredit to the show.
it seems like a lazy
I think-
move, whereas they seem to really enjoy writing themselves out of puzzles. That seems like it would be like, well, that didn't count. So meh. Like when you're a kid
See,
and
I
there's
don't
rules
think
and
that
you're
it
like,
doesn't
no, well, I
count
didn't.
because they don't
No.
want it to. I think that they don't count because of the way the original storyline
Yeah.
went. But I
They
don't know.
They seem to have so much fun writing their way out of puzzles.
They do, and they do it well.
That just seems like something that they'd be like, that's too easy. Let's figure out something else. Like I think they're gonna do something awesome. Well, they always do something awesome.
We'll have to see for the Christmas special.
I'm excited to see the
Well,
something
the
awesome.
Christmas special, we already know the regeneration is going to happen. That's a given.
Wait,
Yeah, but what
he's
turn is
regenerating? Who's the next Doctor?
Capaldi.
I'm totally kidding.
Damn it, I fell for it.
That's why I just looked at her over and like,
Are you kidding me right now?
I've said his name like 8 times. What are you talking about?
Rude. Why would you lie to me like
It
that?
was sarcasm. It was trying
Why would
to
I be so
funny.
Have you guys seen the promotional poster for
Yes.
the new
No.
You got 3 bad guys I've seen so far involved in this one: the Silence, Cybermen, and the Weeping Angels.
Oh, yeah, because we need to combine those.
Oh, yeah. I hope it's as good as when the Daleks and the Cybermen were trash talking each other. I really hope we get a moment like that.
yes.
And I will tell you right now that the promotional poster for it, Matt Smith's Doctor, looks fucking ragey.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like he's about he's holding a Cyberman's head in his hand. Mm-hmm. And I guess there's a little like Easter egg in there where I guess you can see Peter Capaldi's face in the fire in the background, which is kind of cool. So let's move on to that. What are you guys hoping to see out of the Christmas special? I'm hoping to see awesomeness. Obviously, that's such a general answer, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping to see a definitive, kind of like how Naomi described, like a definitive stamp on what the fuck's going to happen with this regeneration. Is it going to be a direct regeneration? Or are they going to try and like Nikki said, are they going to try and write themselves out of it in a way that is classy, but not like just phoning it in, you know?
Yeah. I think they know as soon as they phone it in, that's when we're going to be like, oh, well, I'm still going to watch, but I'm going to spend way less money on your shit. And they like our money.
Yeah. I was going to say that's...
It is a business, first and foremost.
Yeah. Well, like, that's one thing I don't think they're going to do is, like, you can debate about what number the Doctor's on, but, you know, if they have finite regenerations, as far as how it was set up, the technology was set up, the Time Lord technology that allows them to regenerate, they're going to have to write their way out of it, and I don't see them phoning it in. And as long as they don't phone it in, as long as they really try to give a good, they make a good story and give a good reason behind how the Doctor will continue, I'm fine with that. You know, it's if they, go, nah, never mind, basically.
Oh my god, Durlurks!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that would piss me off.
Yeah.
I think they're going to use the Elixir of Life again. Because that Night of the Doctor was
You think they called that back a little bit?
Yeah, I think they
do
did
like
the Night of the
callbacks.
Doctor specifically to bring our attention back to the Elixir of Life, and I think that's going to play a part.
Like, hey, look what we can do. Yeah.
Because
What?
Moffat does that. He'll,
Yeah.
give you the answer at the beginning, but not any context to bring that, oh, that's the answer to this, storyline that he's bringing on.
But they can't keep using that though. That's my problem. So when it becomes Peter Capaldi's time to
He'll figure.
move
I bet
on-
he'll reverse engineer the Elixir of Life and figure out a way to.
Here is my theory. Obviously the end of the 50th episode has pretty much opened up an entire new storyline of I need to fucking
Jesus,
find
yeah.
Gallifrey.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
still
Oh
exists.
my
I
God.
think that's going to be
I
a
hope
big
that by
part
the
of
time he
Capaldi's.
finds Gallifrey, their clothes don't look like callbacks to the 90s with red tribal weirdness going on.
Supergirl weirdness.
Yeah.
What's all written in Gallifreyan though? Gallifreyan circular stuff.
No, not the high.
The High Council?
Yeah, no, the normal people on the street that are just running around.
Oh.
And, I'm wearing one of those weird shaped hats that looks like a pillbox, and it's red, and we're wearing flowy robes in the red, and everything's weird and didn't look like an alien species clothes. It just looked like, I don't know. I that was the one thing I wasn't happy with. I'm like, what are
It
they
looked
wearing?
like the first season of Star Trek.
Yes,
where they were just
thank you!
Yeah, where they were just or Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah,
where they were just dressing people up in different outfits and be like, look at these aliens, and
Yeah,
they
you're
totally
no,
don't
it's
look like
black
Africans,
people.
and we're totally not
I watched that
racist.
episode the other day, and that is exactly what I thought.
Isn't that the worst episode
Yeah.
ever? You're like, really?
Thanksgiving, I watched that while I was making food, and I'm like, my brain hurts right now, and I can't stop watching. Oh my god, it's like a train wreck. So much gold lame. Oh my god, is that a jungle gym?
Right?
Yeah, I kind of had that moment when they showed the Gallifreyan citizens, just normal people on the street. I'm like, really? Really? That's
There's
what they're
a lack
wearing?
of cultural depth
Yeah.
in the scenery, and I'm not getting a sense
It's just
that they're
like
people.
generic place. I mean, I get it. That wasn't the focus, but
Maybe we think too hard about this.
I think we might.
I say to
Because
continue
the guys
my
are
theory.
like, what? Oh, sorry.
I think they try and
weren't-
keep in context some of the past Doctor Who episodes that have portrayed Gallifreyans.
No.
Yeah.
And they're
That's
trying to
hard to
keep in
kinda
context with
coalesce,
the
yeah.
old
Yeah.
episodes.
Well,
Plus, I mean, they're Time Lords. The past, the present, they're in this high-tech
If they want to
city
wear
with
weird
these
90s tribal
robes
gear, they can
and
wear whatever the
weird-
fuck they want. Yeah, okay.
Maybe they really loved the 90s.
I
Maybe
love the
they were
90s, but I like grunge 90s. So maybe if they'd
Thank
had
you.
flannel and holy jeans.
And we're listening to Nirvana.
Oh my god, Nirvana and Gallifrey would be the best concert ever.
Time Lord in Chains.
They're Time Lords. They could get Kurt Cobain in there.
They would have to rewrite Heart-Shaped Box to be like double Heart-Shaped Box.
Yes!
And I think we're done. I don't think we're going to top that.
I'll be here all week. Try the view.
Sweet. That was amazing.
That was-
double heart-shaped box.
that was-
Aw. I double heart that joke.
Oh, I am quoting that on Facebook right now.
Heart-shaped box.
There's no context for it. So, like, if
They
Nirvana
don't
played
need
on
to, no.
Gallifrey,
No, they don't need context. Oh my god.
the true Whovian / Nirvana fans will understand.
If Nirvana played on Gallifrey.
If
oh
Nirvana
my
did heart-shaped
god.
box.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
I win.
This moment brought to you by gas station food.
Let me tell you, those nachos
Double
really
heart-shaped box, right?
Yes, double heart-shaped box.
Dustin's
Time Lord
tapping on
grunge.
Facebook. If you're on our Facebook page and listening to this, it happened in the past.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
What? Are you done?
Yes.
Did you get off Facebook already? Jeez.
Jesus, God.
Hey, I quoted you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Um,
That's perfectly
But did you
all
tag
right.
her in the quote?
Standards.
Yeah, you got to tag me in the quote.
did not tag you for that.
Why?
I'm sorry, hold on.
Why do you continually avoid me on Facebook, dude?
Why are you so full of hate, Dustin?
You wouldn't let me in on your little Facebook chat party thing. I'm like the only one in this podcast who wasn't on it, and
It's usually, what time are we getting together? What are your news articles this week? It's really not that interesting.
I just wanted to be part of the
Just an
group,
easy
Mason.
way to text message everybody at the same time.
Not only did he put your name in that, but he capitalized it. He might not have tagged you, but you were in all caps.
Well, all right then.
Okay.
All caps means it's important, right? I learned
It also
from
means
you.
that you're yelling! Ah!
Well, if you're yelling, then your
Right.
point is very valid.
Why is everybody
It's like-
Oh, is that why the guy that's down on BSU campus yelling Bible quotes at me is so effective in his message?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
His
get
message
it.
is super important. That's why he has to
That's
yell
why
at
he
it.
has to yell it. Okay, I totally get it now.
Don't you understand that education is bad for you? And
Well-
also, you're a girl, so you should be like in the kitchen.
I
and
know,
barefoot
right?
And pregnant.
God, my brother made a joke about that on Thanksgiving, and I almost punched him in the
You
face.
shut up.
Well, I knew it was coming, and then he didn't do
That's
it.
what she said.
Jesus, it's
I'm sure I just deafened somebody with that.
me. I'm already deaf. No bueno. No, I knew the joke was coming, and I was like, "Oh, don't do it, buddy." And he's like, "Oh, I wasn't planning on it. I totally wasn't planning on saying about how that's where you belong." I'm just like, "Fuck."
I hate your face.
Oh, it looks like my face.
I want to continue my theory here before I
Yeah,
lose
we're
my train of
talking
thought.
about before, after you lose your train of thought.
So Capaldi's character is going to be on a mission to find Gallifrey. When he finds Gallifrey, he will find whatever he needs to be able to regenerate more.
They'll be like, "Thanks
I
for
think that's
saving us.
exactly
Here's
how
your
they'll do it.
award."
Not necessarily, because I don't
See,
think
most
the
of the time the
the
Time
Time
Lords
Lords don't
still
really
hate him.
like him.
Yeah, they really
In
don't
fact,
like
they're
him.
really not going to like him now because they have no recognition that he was ever going to blow them up now. So
I really liked their
he's-
reaction when they saw 3 of him at once. That
know.
was really great.
3 of them.
They're like, "Oh shit."
Well, here's the thing. I think it was crazy that they knew what each regeneration was. It's almost like they
He has the only TARDIS that got stuck looking like a British police box.
but they couldn't see it. All they could see was the inside of it on their monitors, anyway.
Well, there's all
I'm
those
sure they
symbols
had
around the
other
outside of the
systems.
monitors. I bet
They're
it says
Time
who's
Lords.
calling.
They've looked into the vortex.
They know shit, dude.
God, because reasons. Why do you got to make everything?
Because
so
fuck you, that's why.
because fuck you. That's why.
But anyway, that's my theory. I think that'll be like pretty much the entire first 1 or 2 seasons of Capaldi will be him basically on a mission to find Gallifrey and find a way to keep regenerating.
What if?
So
Oh my god. What if what?
When he finds Gallifrey, the only way to save Gallifrey is to, like, take everybody's regenerations.
What?
And then he could regenerate infinitely.
What?
But it's only the Time Lords who can regenerate, not all Gallifreyans.
I'd also like to see
the planet.
Well, he'd suck the Time Lords' faces off and then...
That's fine. They're all douchettes.
Save the rest
That's
of
for
the
the Doctor Who
I
porn.
would also
No, let's suck their penises off, not their faces.
Well, and their faces. That's kissings.
And vaginas. I'm sure there were female
Vagina.
vaginas, too.
Time Lord vaginas. What, guys? Come on. Yeah.
So if they have two
generate that
parts-
pussy.
Okay, first of all, no one...
Yeah, that just got said on this show.
Regenerative vaginas. All right.
That would be a really good band name.
Regenerative vaginas. We should
Yes.
start
Like some like lesbian punk band or something.
Oh my god, no, just like a lady punk band, just regenerative vaginas. It would have to be punk though,
Yeah.
because it has vaginas in the name, and I feel like classical music listeners wouldn't go.
Or
I think we
nerdcore.
could do...
that.
I could
It
think...
could be a nerdcore thing.
If you did,
Classic-
like,
I can't rap though.
Classical punk. Like, actually have, like, violins and...
Yo, what up
piano.
with the regenerative vaginas?
But, like,
Wee, wee, wee.
punk music
Drums.
played on classical instruments. With the
See, and I was thinking lounge music the whole time.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Richard
no,
Cheese?
yeah, Richard Cheese.
Vaginas.
if you did like the Who covers, do you think anybody would get it?
Oh my god. We need to learn how to play
Mike,
instruments
you have
right
spoken
now.
a grand total of like 1 minute during this episode, and that was the greatest thing to come out of anybody's mouth so far, I think.
That's what she said. Hey. We need to learn how to play
Don't you know how to play
music
multiple
like right now. I know how to play one, and it's been years.
Did you guys see that?
I just had my first guitar lesson today.
I want to
that
play
crazy
drums.
Da Vinci piano looking thing that
Yeah,
I
I
posted
didn't watch
today?
the video, but I saw it.
Fucking ridiculously cool.
Love me some Da Vinci. Got me some Da Vinci tattooage going on.
Show us.
It's on my back.
Prove it or it didn't
Which is
happen.
thoroughly covered in things and scars. So it's
still an awesome tattoo.
it's still
I can
an awesome
vouch for
tattoo.
it. I've seen it.
Mason's seen it. Back before.
I seen
scars. It's
Again, being left out.
the wings of one of his. Well, I got it when I was like 19. It's the wings on one of his from one
The
of his flying
ornithopter.
machines. Yeah. Anyways, so Da Vinci.
Oh, the flying machine. Yes. The helicopter
An
one?
NPR
The
voice.
ornithopter.
No, it's like it looks like bat wings, and the guy kept trying to turn it to
Oh,
dragon
yeah,
wings, and I was like, no, I just want this. And then he tried to make it fairy wings. I was like, no, really, just like photocopy this shit on my back. For reals, yo. And he got so annoyed with me. I'm like, I brought you this picture because this is what I want. I
Stop
didn't
trying
want
to be
your
creative.
I didn't want your take on this thing.
Fucking
I wanted
artist,
Da
man.
Vinci's
It's Da
take.
Vinci. This is art.
Do any of you?
The proper name of
Really
what it is
scary.
the ornithopter, like I've been saying, and people haven't been listening.
do
Because you're particular and we're not?
I do
No.
enjoy his particulates.
That's
I
what she
enjoy
said.
your particulates. That is the creepiest line ever.
Particularosis.
I love it.
I'm going to have to use that at the
horrible,
bar.
horrible disease.
Enjoy your
I hope I never get
particulates.
it.
You have to say it in like a really nerdy voice and like push your glasses up.
I don't have glasses.
Borrow some.
Mike,
Yeah.
do you have any theories for the future of Doctor Who as far as where Capaldi's character will go?
Man. The reason I haven't been talking is actually you guys have been covering the bases really well with it. I mean, Gallifrey being out there, anything can
truth.
happen. Anything can happen there. I mean, I honestly don't think you're too far off on your theory. He somehow regenerates, and sometime in the future, after he finds Gallifrey, is when he actually acquires the means. I mean, I would not be surprised by that.
I'm also hoping for some sort of Moffatonian twist of him ultimately still having to end up destroying Gallifrey.
Little Miss Moffat
Oh, God.
Sat on
be
her
horrible.
Toffet.
killed her curds away.
Like
Eating the nerds and way.
the other thing too is that because
I like
of
how they
what
ignored
he
us.
did with
I thought we were
Gallifrey, that
We're
means that the
hilarious.
Daleks should know who he is again.
Dustin was amazing.
But that happened in the
Regenerative vagina monologues. Oh!
But it
gotta
changed
stop.
the timeline though.
But why would they? Why would they not know? Why would they know who he is again if that happened in the past? And that's the reason they know who he is.
Boom.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Boom goes Gallifrey. What? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the doctor goes back, does this shit at Gallifrey.
Wait, he takes a shit at Gallifrey?
I'm sure he took plenty of them.
I'm sure he took plenty of
Points
them.
his
He lived
ass
there.
out the TARDIS in orbit and is just like, fuck you guys, that's why.
Gallifrey has toilets. What are you? Jeez.
No, but he says he took a shit at Gallifrey.
Did his shit at Gallifrey.
Oh, well, that's,
Okay, so and the reason one of the reasons the Daleks know who he is and hate him so much is because of what he did at Gallifrey. So he still destroyed Gallifrey, according to the Daleks, at least.
Yes.
So why would they remember who he is now?
Because
all the Daleks saw were 13 blue boxes.
And their memories have been erased so far, so...
Yeah. So there's no reason for them to remember who he is.
Didn't they find Gallifrey? I seem to recall they found Gallifrey before. Like, it was stuck in that moment in time, and...
It's a callback. At least that's what I'm pretty sure. Because David Tennant knows that it...
Right. Like, I feel as though we've been to Gallifrey before. There's so
well,
many
when the
stories.
Time Lords came back through the portal after the Master had opened it up, that's where I'm getting confused in this whole thing too. Because if Gallifrey was
that's
supposed
where
to be
you're
destroyed,
getting confused.
well,
That's the point.
The 50th seems to have brought that around a little bit. Because
Was anyone else disappointed by the lack of Timothy Dalton in that little Time Lord brouhaha that they had going on with their pretty dresses?
Well, they didn't do any
I
of
was expecting
the.
him to be there.
I did too.
They didn't do any of the High Council stuff at all this
Yeah.
time around. It was
but
just.
they had the outfits.
Well,
So Timothy Dalton should have been there.
the thing about that episode, though, they were basically trying to get out of being time locked, is what
They forgot
the
the
High
combo.
Council was doing.
right, which would
Which
have
is
been in that
apparently
painting.
what happened in the 50th
Yeah.
anniversary is they
They time locked
Doctor
Gallifrey.
time locked Gallifrey.
Yeah.
So he
Man, I can
did
never
destroy
remember
it.
which way to turn my time lock.
So we
combo.
were kind of
I know.
Left, right, left.
so back at the time of that episode where the Master opens a portal, we're assuming that this is like the final moments before Gallifrey's actually destroyed, and they're doing
Right.
that, making the portal and trying to get out. And nope, back you go.
See, I just understood it as they were finally explaining how Gallifrey got time locked in the first place. Like, up until you guys started talking about wrapping it up into, like, future stuff, I just assumed that they were finally getting around to explaining how Gallifrey got time locked. Or showing it. Not explaining it, but showing
That's
it.
the thing. They never actually explained that before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're coming around to it now, but he's always said, well, I destroyed it, kind of thing.
That's because
Because
to his knowledge,
he did.
yeah, the only one who knows he doesn't destroy Gallifrey is Smith.
You guys, we're fucking nerds.
Yes.
Hence the title of the
I
show.
know, this is just awesome.
This is the effect
This is a
of
super
nerds.
intense conversation.
This second half right now is exactly what I've been waiting for. This whole show is just us just throwing around like weird ass theories and shit. Like I want to hear more. Like I want to understand more. Like I want to know how River Song's character could possibly fit into it.
Because
further.
she's badass,
and
that's
she
why.
used up all of her regenerations to save him, right?
Well,
So
yeah,
did
but
he get all of her regenerations? Okay,
Well, she only
so
had one left, I think.
Did she only have one left?
Not if
She
they
was
break
only-
the rule. Not if the rule doesn't exist. Then
Well,
she's got
she's
shit
only
tons.
She's only part-time Lord though. She wasn't full-time
Yeah, but
Lord.
she grew up. She
She
with-
regenerated twice that we know
Rules
of.
do
Yeah.
not apply to her any more than they apply to the Doctor, though, because she's a fucking badass who breaks them too. Like,
And we
That
also
makes her living on
we also know
breaking
news.
that
Yeah.
we also know that she was downloaded into the library at some point,
Right.
at the end of her run. So
So do the
Alex
regenerations
Kingston wants to go back on the show. She's mentioned it multiple times.
so does John Barrowman.
I
and if
know.
he doesn't
Get
come
on
back,
it, dudes.
I'll be pissed. He's got to make at least one.
I
more
would love to
appearance.
see him and Peter Capaldi interacting.
Oh, I would
Oh,
love to
yeah.
see that too.
Right.
That's some dirty, dirty images. Sorry.
I didn't mean it like that.
What sort of interaction are you talking about?
Rule
By the way-
34 kind of interaction.
So
Crack
am I the
ships.
only one?
I believe that's called fan fiction.
That's called slash fiction. Is
Slash
what
fiction.
That's
That's
called.
yes.
Are you judging my career?
What if his career was
I write
being a
what I
judge,
want.
and then he can judge your career with his career?
All right. So when they announced
I don't know.
Peter as being the next Doctor, has anybody else gone
Did you
back
guys
and
get on
watched
a
Fires
first
of
name
Pompeii?
basis?
Well,
Yes.
I have
haven't,
seen it
no.
since then, yeah.
I have, yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I was totally going back, watching it, and thinking in terms of, okay, I'm going to think of this character as being a doctor.
Yeah.
And it totally works for me.
Yeah.
Well, and you can't. And there's also the other shows that he's been doing.
I was going to say, I currently hate Peter Capaldi because he's replacing Matt Smith.
You'll get
You're a
over it.
Whovian.
And
That's what we
yeah.
do.
That's kind of
I
par for the course.
Just like we hated Matt Smith.
I'm not ready to go.
I never hated Matt Smith.
would say Matt Smith
Why would
won
they
me
hate
over in
you
like
guys?
5 minutes, is the thing.
Why would they hate fish fingers and custard? I mean,
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
kinda
yeah,
like,
you said you were going to bring that.
you
It's
know
like,
what?
what? You got brain damage?
I
What's going on?
apologize for not bringing that.
What?
I don't.
Hey-o.
I looked at how long it was going to take to make.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Because fuck you. That's why.
Got it. I also see there's no Doctor Who adipose cupcakes either that you were talking about.
Yeah, same sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
I
that-
watched that video and I was like,
I posted that before I watched it all the way through, and right around the time when she pulled out the blowtorch, I'm like, because fuck
Nope.
that's why.
And you just lost my interest.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it piqued my interest because any excuse to buy a blowtorch, but I have a really bad track record for injuring myself with things that I probably shouldn't, and I don't think Ange will allow me to
Like
buy it.
spoons or something?
Well, I mean, like sharp thing. Like I drilled through my finger once in metalsmithing.
No.
Yeah, but because of that, I had my tetanus shot, which is really good.
Yeah.
Because I managed to cut through all layers of flesh on my thigh with an X-Acto knife blade.
No.
I was uninsured at the time, fixed it with super glue. Didn't get a horrible infection somehow, magically. I just kind of do stuff like that a lot. So blowtorch and me.
Yeah, could you not ever touch anything sharp or flaming
Well,
again?
the thing about metalsmithing, where I drilled through my fingers, we also got to play with torches. And
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Metalsmithing.
So I'm really glad.
Totally into it.
Yeah, it was
Like,
great.
That's my
Really glad
emphasis
I didn't.
for my master's.
That's awesome. I did 2 years of it and then stopped going to school, and I'm really sad about that because it was so fun.
It is fun.
It really is. I have so many unfinished projects that I just can't throw away because someday
You and I need to be friends.
we do need to be friends.
Like, I feel
why,
as though
why
we've
have you
taken
guys not
over this-
introduced us before?
Yeah, rude.
Were they afraid that we'd be like form a superpower and just
Well, we've taken over the podcast.
they?
I
Why
think
are we?
this is amusing personally.
Yeah.
These three guys are just staring at us going, Jesus
Women's
Christ, will they
opinion
shut up?
count for 2.5 worth of our opinions. So Nikki by herself, the three of us can outnumber her. 2 women, we don't stand a chance.
It's really true. That's why.
Well,
no
shut
one's-
up. What do you got?
Yeah.
Go, entertain us.
Don't tell
Dance,
him.
monkey boy, dance!
Oh, don't tell him that because you don't know what kind of dance he's gonna do.
Monkey tits? What?
Jesus.
Bringing it back
My
around.
question is, why monkey tits as opposed to other kinds of tits?
Because monkey tits just sounds funny.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lemur tits sounds funny.
I like lemur tits better. Yeah. Or
I think.
Ocelot
kitty
tits.
tits. Kitty tits is fun to say.
Kitty tits.
Well, that's just nipple.
That's a good swear, actually. I think that's my new swear. Just fucking kitty tits.
Hey, how do you titillate an ocelot?
I don't know, but that's a fun sentence.
You oscillate its titillot.
Oh my god.
What just happened?
Nerd effect after dark.
This is what happens when it's after 10.
Mother of balls.
Dude, we're tired. What do you want from
I
us?
want a Doctor Who show.
Well, you get titty jokes.
From the girls.
Because fuck you, that's why.
I
I love
that's
memes.
What she said.
Memes are the best.
I will patiently wait till you two are done.
He's gonna cut out this whole part. I'm like, this is where the girls
he
start
really
talking.
hates editing though, so I don't
am
think he's
gonna-
going to.
I am gonna rip a hole through time and space. And
Go back and take back the fucking kitty tits.
So, if you had the power to change time and space, that's the thing that you would.
Oh, there's
This
a good
podcast
question. Yeah.
needs to. Yeah,
Your
that's a good
priorities are skewed, buddy.
question. You wouldn't stop World War II, or
I'd
you know.
probably kill Hitler, not just because that's a good episode, but you know, the guy was a dick. And
I'd
he
like to at least
painted
punch him
really
in the
badly.
face.
I would love to kick Hitler in the gonads, actually. I take that back because that would, oh god, can you imagine how
how about that
satisfying that would
hypothetical?
be?
If you could take the TARDIS to any point in time, where would you go?
actually
the beginning
dinosaurs.
of this podcast.
To the
Take
time
back
that they
everything
asked
I
you to
said.
be on the
That'd
podcast.
be funny. We see you walk through the door like,
Backwards.
And I'm out of here.
I'd go to dinosaurs because I want one. And
Okay,
it's
but which, like, era? Like, the Mesozoic?
on a
the
spaceship.
Cenozoic?
the spaceship era.
Spaceship?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'd ride that Triceratops. And
I'll bet you would.
I cried. I cried when the Tricey got shot.
I made
That
me
was
really
sad.
sad. I love dinosaurs more than an adult should love dinosaurs.
I know.
We can
Like,
tell.
they had at the Dragonfly yesterday cookie cutters.
You were at the Dragonfly yesterday?
Yeah.
So was I.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus!
They had cookie cutters that were shaped like dinosaurs that also had a thing that imprinted their skeletons in them.
Oh, neat.
I know, right? And I told Angela, I was like, these will fit inside of a stocking. I'm just saying. And they're under our limit that we set ourselves this year. So, Angela, if you ever listen to the podcast, hint, hint, hint. I really want dino cookies.
Dino cookie cutters.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can make them like sugar cookies, and you can like line the bones with chocolate frosting.
They made gingerbread cookies and lined it with regular frosting, and they were really cool. And Dustin's doing things up to his face again.
Mike, where would you take the TARDIS?
I would go about 1969-ish. Look for Wendy Padbury and totally tapped out.
What the fuck?
What?
Wendy Padbury is the actress.
You're
who played
using the
Zoe Harriet.
TARDIS for a booty call. A potential booty call, because she may say no. And
Yeah,
spray her with
she-
pepper spray.
True,
Oh, Jesus.
There wasn't pepper spray yet.
but
No, but there's still nut
Spit.
kicks.
Yeah.
That was there's still junk checks. So.
still, I
Would
totally
you-
tapped out.
You would
You would
enjoy it a
attempt.
little, wouldn't you?
The attempt is the important part.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Mason.
Say booty call, I swear to God.
This is why the girls need to take over.
Yeah,
Because
no
the boys would be
shit.
like, I'm just go fuck shit.
And we're like, dinosaur cookie cutters.
I'm gonna go
go
put
meet
my
Albert
penis
Einstein.
in something because that's all we men think about.
I want to kill a deer and put my penis in a thing.
But that's what I want to do.
No.
That is horrible.
What?
You were on the wrong show.
I was, what?
You need to be on Duck Dynasty.
I don't think I could grow a beard.
I don't think you've tried.
You
There
don't
are
know me that
hormones
well.
you can take. That,
I'm doing the No Shave November thing. It's working out really
I
well.
am too.
Yeah.
Got my one.
oh shit! I actually have to shave before tomorrow because of that. I
Teach
got
you.
away with this because I was like, no
It's-
shave November at
It's
work.
December now.
Damn it!
Womp,
My face will
womp.
get cold.
That was an actual viable excuse?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
That's what I was using all month. Fuck shaving.
What would I do if I had to one plate in time? Oh,
There's too many options for Mason's brain.
I know.
Cindy Crawford.
No.
oh God, no!
Ella Fitzgerald.
I was a Kathy Ireland person myself.
Okay, if we just want to go for that kind of crudeness,
No, please don't.
Audrey Hepburn, thanks. Circa, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
You are so out of her league.
I know, but
And I said,
Isn't that the other way around? Or
breakfast at Tiffany's.
that
She
song so
said, I
bad.
think I.
You gotta stop.
yeah,
I will
that,
jump
that
across
song,
this table.
That song.
I don't wanna-
Sucks.
Shit will
The
get
movie
ugly.
is awesome.
I do not want to have to pay royalties for that. Thank you.
It was me singing it badly. I don't think you have to pay royalties for that.
You need to say that you were mocking it and not taking
Yeah,
it seriously.
parody.
Parody.
That was a
Parody.
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 But for an actual
don't know
serious option, I don't know.
Was that your breakfast at Tiffany's noise?
No. Like, I have so many places that, like,
Pick one.
Mason's brain's gonna pop here in a minute.
I know. I'm thinking anthropological
Eyes, like,
things.
twitchy
Yeah.
and his.
Oh my God! Stop asking him questions. He's gonna rip his hair out.
no, but the problem
He's
is
got
like,
some little of it left.
by the way, that's not that I'm bald, it's that I used to have, like, my hair was like 3 feet long and I cut it.
Sweetie, it's a podcast. You don't have to justify your hair.
But
I do.
with the two bald guys over there, I would.
thought those were
Dustin's is by choice, though.
Have you seen the back of his head?
Show us the back
Yes,
of your
I
head.
have. That
Whoa.
was Dude, I'm gonna have female. No, I meant like because it's shiny and there's not hair. Is what I was going for. But you guys are fucking pervs.
Yeah, we're the ones who are the pervs.
Female pattern baldness runs in my family, so at some point you guys may be able to give me shit about this too. Oh.
I honestly can't make a decision. There's so many places I would want to go back to scientifically as with
Creation of the universe.
Big
that'd
Bang.
be kind of boring.
Yay.
But
I
it would
wanna
be
watch
all
it
like
just go-
nebulous, and there'd be no matter, and it would just be like energy.
Where would he go?
laid
He
out
would
everywhere.
die. Why do you want to kill Mason?
Point of the Big Bang, man. Just I want to see it all happen.
See,
See,
he
Sheldon
went to the
flies
biggest
out,
bang
and then Leonard
possible.
flies out, and then
Again, it's all
Raj
about-
goes shooting off that way.
Did you just make a sex joke out of that?
You started it.
I did nothing of the sort.
You went to the biggest bang in the universe.
Yeah, but I didn't put my penis in it.
well, like,
I dare you to put your penis
that
in
would
the-
make it an even bigger bang. What? Oh, Jesus, you guys.
Have we gone completely off the
Oh,
rails?
my God.
Yes.
Because you're going back to the Big Bang?
You're asking
that-
for your
you're
God.
saying-
I
was
would go to
responding
ancient
for you.
Egypt.
Oh, you're silly. Oh.
Probably.
That's
Yeah.
that's
I'd
one
go
of
to
my big
Egypt.
ones.
I do
Egypt's
like
pretty good.
cats.
I would be a fucking goddess. Just
That-
step out of the TARDIS and be like,
Oh my
worship
God.
me, peasants.
Give
build
me
my
your
pyramid."
cats.
And your cows.
Yeah.
You could go back and start cat memes in Egypt.
Whoa, wait, you guys, wait. What if I go back in time to Egypt and that's why they worship cats?
So you're the reason?
What? Yes.
Goes to show. Can we go home now?
Yeah.
Are we done?
I
Bad
vote.
guys.
Have we completely
We're only an
ruined it?
hour in.
Bad guys.
We said we were going to
Well,
stay
anyway.
an hour.
What would you actually do?
Dinosaurs, I said
Oh, that's
already.
right.
I would go back and see dinosaurs.
That's right.
I'd run really fast.
We started in a weird spot. Sorry.
I would have to vastly improve my cardiovascular system
Yeah.
in order to be able to successfully go back and visit dinosaurs, because right now I can't run very long because of all the years of being a smoker. So,
I'd just get them all stoned. They'd be much happier stoned.
stoned dinosaurs would be so cute. Can you imagine? Oh God, but when they get the munchies and they look at you and you're just like, fuck.
Okay, well, then we get the herbivores high.
We buy giant bags of Cheetos.
Yes.
Go back. You're just like, yes,
Everybody
that's
loves
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Cheetos.
Every stoner likes Cheetos.
Go back in time, get the dinosaurs high, give them Cheetos, and just watch magic happen.
Meanwhile,
But the
Paleo
T-Rexes wouldn't be able to eat. They'd starve. They'd be like, oh, I can't reach
well,
my mouth
we'd
with
figure
my
out some
tiny-"
sort of like food dish bowl method.
Meanwhile,
which would be awesome.
paleontologists several billion years later are like, is that
Mylar
a Cheeto?
bags?
Dinosaur poop?
Fossilized Cheeto? What the fuck?
That looks like jalapeno cheddar.
Did you taste it?
That looks like a flaming hot Cheeto.
They look like flaming hot Cheetos coming out. Yeah, they'd be able to tell. There's only one thing that color means, and that's flaming hot Cheeto.
I'm so glad I've never eaten flaming hot Cheetos.
They are red in a way that no food should be red.
See, now, and I was going to excuse myself to go to the bathroom, but after this whole conversation, I don't feel that it's appropriate.
Anyway,
What the hell is going on with this episode?
We're tired.
You're not running the show, therefore we're running wild?
I thought you were making a PowerPoint on the little break, and you didn't. So
you?
now we're just kind of.
We don't have
rolling
any
with it.
bullets. We
Torchwood.
have no
How about
outline.
Torchwood?
Torchwood is, oh my
I
god.
love Torchwood. It made me sad when it ended. I got to the last episode without realizing it was the last episode, and I was doing other stuff at the same time.
Doesn't that kill you?
Oh my god! And then I had to go back and rewatch it, and I already knew how it ended, and it was terrible. It was so sad. That was the saddest Saturday ever.
The 4-part series that they did with the children, that killed
Yeah, that
me.
was
Like,
the one I mentioned earlier.
Jack willingly and unrelentingly sacrifices anything that is his to continue other people. Like, he sacrificed his own grandson. Like, that point for me really proved Jack Harkness as a person, 'cause like, that's not a decision that everybody would be able to make. And it was the right decision. It was a terrible decision, but it was the right decision. And not everybody, I think, would be able to sacrifice their own grandson to save the rest of humanity's kids. You know, like that was gut-wrenching.
That would be definitely heartbreaking.
Because he not
Yeah,
only
that's putting it
sacrificed his,
lightly.
yeah, like not only did he sacrifice his grandson, he sacrificed his daughter. Like, what mother is going to talk to anybody who sacrificed their kid? Like, he willfully sacrificed all of his family so that other people could have their kids.
Well, and he probably knew that they would be better off that way from keeping separated from him is probably the safest thing that he could have done.
Yeah.
And it's Barrowman the whole time, and he's adorable. I know we've already mentioned that, but he's just so adorable it bears mentioning twice.
I'm just trying to imagine what it'd be like being buried for 5,000 years.
Oh my God.
Boring. Really boring.
But he didn't go crazy. That's the thing.
Well,
like, that shocked me.
As far as we know.
Touche.
Some people hide it better than
You
others.
sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just going to take like a 5,000-year nap.
And if you're immortal in the way that he is, I guess you probably get really good at amusing yourself for long periods of time.
Playing solitaire in your head or something.
Or playing with other things.
He would.
It's Jack. Let's
Yeah.
just be honest. He...
Now, I'll be honest. I was confused in the timeline because at the end of the first season of Torchwood, he ends up hearing the TARDIS and is like, "Well, peace out, guys!" Quing! And then just like now that was the part where he like runs out of the friggin'
That's
spire.
where they landed in Cardiff
Yeah.
to recharge the TARDIS.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he runs out. Just
Latches
jumps
on the
on
side,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's when that was.
Okay.
You weren't confused.
Well,
Okay, I just wanted to
You
make
were
sure.
just doubting yourself.
They
I
have
was
their
doubting myself a
weird
little bit.
rules in Britain about TV and crossovers like that.
But it's in the
So-
same universe.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, what
but
are
they
the
can't.
weird rules?
Well, they got this thing about having. I think it's has to do with the same actors being on the same show during the same season.
Oh, just like not wearing out your
Yeah, because he
actors. Okay.
left. Like, he
They
flat
had,
out
like-
left for a
yeah,
couple months.
It's like a BBC rule or something.
So people don't
I
get overworked.
think.
It totally makes sense. I get that.
Yeah, it's just weird. But that's why you get a lot of shows in the British shows where you got you see the same
3
actors
actors
over
that
and
are in
over again.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you won't see to have Jack in Torchwood, they had to have him not be in Doctor Who at the same time.
Yeah.
And because it was the end of the season and going into a Christmas special, and it's off the Torchwood season, is why they had him in that episode. And then he had to leave again because he was going back to Torchwood.
Well, Torchwood's over, so bring him back. Damn it.
Yeah.
We want Captain Jack.
I was saying,
Him and Clara would be precious. Oh my God! Can you imagine how funny that'd be?
I am imagining. Stop. Shh. Just.
Oh, I'm imagining banter, not
I was imagining banter, perv. God.
I thought it was
naked banter. Isn't the same.
You're not doing it right.
Wasn't there supposed to be like there was theories of a Harkness River crossover too, wasn't there?
I don't know, but that's
Why didn't they ever give her a show?
because she'd be too
I would
awesome.
love to watch The Adventures of River Song.
I was
Like,
gonna say if
Oh my
they can give
God.
Sarah Jane her own show, they can sure as shit give River her own show.
Well, they might
That's on
be
Hulu, by the way.
hesitant to
The
give.
Sarah Jane Adventures is on
Netflix.
Hulu.
What?
Oh,
That's
is
on
it on
Netflix
Netflix
too, I think.
Oh. It wasn't. It was on Hulu first. And then Netflix
I
was
think
like,
part
fuck
of
you
the
guys.
I think part of the reason that they wouldn't give River her own show is that they are gun shy after the Sarah Jane Chronicles.
That's what I was gonna say.
Torture. You do it all the time with
Before
your beard.
the show.
No, sometimes during.
When?
There's been times.
She's gonna go back and watch all the shows now and find out.
Listen, it's for your ear holes,
Yeah.
not your eye holes.
or listen to all the shows and be like,
Now. There.
see what I
Have you done that on other microphones?
Yes.
Maybe.
He loves rubbing his beard on shit.
Just gonna lean.
That's how I
back
mark
here
my
and
territory.
shout now.
Gross. These aren't
Please.
your microphones, I guess. That kind
Please
of.
tell me you don't have scent glands in your chin.
I do
Like
not.
a kitty.
Unless it's like leftover soup or something. I don't know.
That's a dad skill, is what that is. Because my dad saved so much food in his beard, it was crazy. We'd be like, "Hey, Dad, are you saving that for later?" And he'd be like, "Yep,
Looks like a cookie crumb.
yep." The end. What? Yeah, good story.
Yeah, I dripped coffee on Nitrine this morning. She wasn't happy with me.
From your beard?
From your beard?
Well, my mustache. I trimmed because of it.
I need to-
So I had a cup of coffee, and I was like, I was petting on the kitty, and all of a sudden drip.
Why would you
And
want
she's
to
like, all
drink
unhappy.
something that's had your mustache in it?
Well, I didn't know the mustache was in it at the time.
Isn't it gross? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's gross when guys like suck their mustaches into their mouths and like
Ew.
suck on the hair.
Ew.
Yeah, it's
Ew. I've never seen anyone do that. Don't
Mason's doing it right now.
I'm not
Don't
looking
look.
at Mason because I could tell tell he was going to.
It's just, it's
His
so
body
wrong.
language when you said that implied that he was going to do that.
It's because Mason's a jerk.
For those of you ladies out there who find that hot, Mason at Nerdy Fest.
He's so
Suck that
lovely.
mustache,
So
baby.
lovely.
Except for that would weird me out. And
Suck on your mustache, Mason. That's hot.
bye.
Yeah.
What if she wanted to suck on your mustache?
That's fine.
How is that okay, though? Like, how is that
I
okay?
wanted the look on her face.
It's a pretty good look.
Yeah.
It's a look between disgust and constipation.
Next podcast, weird pickup line.
I ate that burrito. I'll be fine.
So do we want to talk bad guys?
Oh, we're talking
Yes,
about
let's
Doctor
talk
Who.
bad
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Should have brought this up in the first half of the show, but I forgot.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm all about Cybermen.
You guys look like Cybermen with your headphones right now, by
I
the way. I
like
meant to say
Cybermen.
something earlier.
So especially Dustin.
Yeah, especially Dustin.
It's got the extra bar that goes over
Yeah.
the top
Yeah.
there.
Are you a Cyberman?
I think we talked about that before on the show,
Cyberdude.
but yeah, they need to make
No,
that
we
as a
mentioned
headset.
how they look at, like, Princess Leia buns earlier. That's what we
too.
did.
Could you
He's
stop stroking them?
his buns. That sounded...
Making
Wait,
me
I meant his ear
uncomfortable.
buns, not, like, butt buns.
Because that makes it better.
No. Nothing
Ear
makes
buns are totally fine. But butt
anything
buns,
better.
That's just...
Nothing makes anything better.
What's your favorite Doctor Who bad guy?
I like the creepy gas mask people.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
From the
one
Empty Child?
Yeah, that's the one that scares me the most. Like, I have a friend who collects gas masks, and they just creep me the fuck out now. Like, Doctor Who has that effect on lots of things. Don't look at my plunger the same way anymore. You know, egg beaters. Whoa, buddy. But the
Whisks are dangerous.
whisks. Oh man, I was baking this weekend, and I was like, whoa, man, these cookies are gonna have to mix themselves because Doctor Who. And not really.
Your whole entire life is going to be paralyzed if you keep going that
Right?
way.
But no, the gas mask empty child people are just freaky.
Mason, we could stop at the Army Navy sometime.
Fuck you guys.
I'm
Fuck
hearing
you
Halloween
guys.
costumes.
I'm hearing you're gonna get kicked in the nads because you're gonna sneak up on me wearing gas masks.
I'm hearing we
I
need
hear-
to buy tasers.
I'm hearing
I
I'm
have
going,
pepper spray at my house.
There you go. You can
gas mask.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. You were a dick. You were such a dick.
How did you not see that coming? I'm over here like playing with the cables.
I wasn't
and shit.
paying
I'm like,
attention to you.
You were getting pretty excited over there.
They were talking about sneaking up on me in gas masks. I was looking at these two.
Yeah, but I just snuck that right into your ear holes.
You just violated my ear holes with scary things.
Damn, Dustin, I thought I was the pro at that.
Oh God.
I am the whole violator. No.
God, that was the worst superhero name ever.
Why would you brag about that?
I think they call that a rapist.
Pretty sure that's
I
the
don't
definition.
think any bad guy would ever mess with you again.
You go to prison and all you have to do is be like, I am the whole violator, and everyone will just kind of make a wide berth.
I feel like Dane Cook made a joke about that once. Put down that TV.
I feel like he could have.
He probably did.
I feel like
That's
he probably
Dane Cook.
did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it really loud in a weird voice on a stage in front of way too many people who paid way too much money.
And then gave people the double finger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's how he does.
We just did a really good synopsis of a Dane Cook show, and I've never even been to one.
I have.
Oh,
He is
why?
formulaic.
He is, yeah.
He had one joke that just cracked my shit up, and it was a visual joke of him like sitting in a movie theater and like
Oh, with the-
cup, like
Yeah.
trying to put the cup. That cracked my shit up so bad. And then like the rest of the thing, I was like, well, that's okay.
I'm not even really much of a Dane Cook fan anymore, but when I did like him, that was actually because the Doctor Who was a Fathom event thing. Mm-hmm. That was actually the one other Fathom event I went to was like a Dane Cook recording live thing, and it was pretty damn funny the first time.
That
Then they just kind of get old after a while.
Jeff Dunham is another comedian that I don't
Yeah, he was
understand
funny
the popularity
for like
of.
a year, and then
He's just racist.
I was
all of
aboard-
it, and he uses puppets to be racist. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not funny though.
Well, it is when Robot Chicken does it, and that's about it.
But there's more of a
Yeah, I know.
satirical,
It is, yeah.
ironical, like
I jumped aboard the Jeff Dunham train really late, and like I tried watching some of his stuff, and I was like, oh, Peanut's kind of funny, but oh God, the jalapeno on a stick. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the terrorist came on.
Yeah,
and
the
it's
ended
like,
terrorist
oh,
was like,
oh
ugh,
God, it hurts
really?
me in my politically correct areas.
right.
Like, oh God.
That's part of the reason he does it.
Yeah, I
and
know.
he's using the puppets to do it.
I don't find
be
being
politically
uncomfortable
correct.
funny.
I think if he were making a broader point or trying to like turn things on their ear or trying to make
Be like, I'm going to make these generalized statements and then make you think about what you thought about these statements. Yeah.
But
then
he doesn't.
No. That's way more effort than I think most comedians are willing to put in.
Well, then there's like Lenny Bruce, George Carlin, but
I enjoyed Dimitri Martin in his heyday.
oh, Dimitri Martin, he's still hilarious.
He is, but a lot of his stuff is very similar to a lot of his stuff. Like,
So he hasn't.
you can only do so many jokes with a giant sketch pad and a guitar.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could do 5.
Yeah, I think that's what he can do too.
Yeah.
What happened?
Fly to the Concords.
You
It's
lost the
business time.
podcast again. You're supposed to keep us on
We
track.
keep telling you, man. It's
like we can't control ourselves.
Well, Mike
That's
had
your job.
bad
we
guys.
clearly need an adult.
We've had 2 people respond to bad guys. Come on.
Now are you talking bad guys, or like
Whatever you want.
monsters? Oh man. That's
Oh, if we're
really
talking about
dangerous.
More
monsters, I
correctly,
change mine.
Villains, meaning things that are opposing the Doctor or are the focus of his attention.
Do you guys think the adipose were bad guys?
No, because they took away fat. Like I'd be down with that.
And they were babies and didn't know what they were doing.
They didn't really harm anybody either. They
Well,
just-
except the people that disappeared
Except for
because they
the-
turned into lots and lots of fat.
But that wasn't their fault.
that wasn't their fault.
No,
it wasn't the
that's what I'm
adipose's fault,
saying.
it was
Is like
the
I like
chick's
the
fault.
adipose way more than I feel like I should like.
I think it was
a
just the
villain.
lady that was trying to integrate it was more the bad guy.
Yeah, she was a bad guy.
And she kind of got her up and comings.
Comeuppance.
Or
Comeuppance.
Yeah.
I think the
Up
weeping
and Cummins
angels
works,
terrify
too.
me the most. Yeah,
Which what?
the weeping angels.
Yeah.
I mean, you're done after that. Like, and it's not even like you don't die, you don't
You age
you're-
to death.
Yeah, like okay, I'm a half second
Elsewhere.
off of everything else in time, so now I'm gonna have to like live the rest of my life, and the Doctor can never come see me again. I think that, like, after you've been on adventures with the Doctor, like knowing that you will never ever see him again, I think that is more heartbreaking than like dying. Like, not only are you being sent back to some random point in time, now you have to live out your life knowing for a fact that the Doctor can never come get you. You're just there living a normal bullshit life. Like, that's it. At least with the others, when he like dropped him off or whatever, there was a chance you could see him again.
And with the pawns, they had a hard enough time living a normal bullshit life in their own time.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
course I
they
have
were
a job.
constantly worried when the Doctor would come back, and
Well, they wanted him to.
Yeah.
it's like they're homie.
Those are homie.
Homie the Noomy.
I just like the Weeping Angels mostly for the fact that I have never been so afraid of an inanimate object in my entire life.
Have you
You
guys
see a
seen that
statue
video?
in like a store or
In
something.
Blink, they don't.
Yeah.
There's a house
move.
down the street from me that's got little cherub statues in their yard, and they've got like
Oh,
multiples of the same
jeez.
cherub. I won't walk the dog that way. Like, it's freaky how many statues are in that yard just in general, and then if you're a Whovian, it's like, nope.
Well, I think it would be killer to have a couple little statuettes. One where the statue's looking one way and another one is looking another.
Swap
So
them
you
out.
have it sitting there for a while, and then you kind of swap it out when nobody's looking.
That'd be
and-
so douchey.
Kinda
Have
feel
you
like I
guys
need
seen
to
the
do
new
that
video
now.
floating around of like somebody put a statue of an angel in front of their siblings' closed door?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If I
was
opened my
watching that
door
last
in the
night.
morning, there was a fucking statue standing there. Oh my god.
There's also one where they take a picture off the internet of a weeping angel's face and tape it up in the window at night. Yeah, that one's pretty.
Open up the drapes.
Yeah. Whovian pranks.
God, that'd be awesome.
Oh man.
May not happen to me, obviously.
Feel free to use these on your friends, people.
Just not us.
I am encouraging it.
Send us
Not
videos and
Yes,
pics
videos.
and emails.
Pics
I don't
Don't
think
happen.
any of you know where I live, and that's cool.
I think I'm gonna log on to Nikki's computer and change out her screensaver for.
I will murder you, dude. I know where you work, and
Don't
unlike
you work at the same place?
Yeah, here.
Oh, okay.
we sit next to each other.
Well, then clearly you know where he works. I'm really tired now.
I also know where you live, and you don't know where I live.
But that's okay. You have a Verizon phone. They automatically have the GPS tracking on, so I can log into Verizon. And
Kitty tits.
Ocelot tits.
yeah, because I have your phone number.
I go lots of places. You don't know which one's my house.
I'll log in at 3 a.m. and find
You
your
don't
phone.
know. I'll leave my phone at work. Fuck you.
I sleep at work.
I do.
What's your favorite?
Yeah,
bad
you're a
guy,
bad
Dustin?
dude.
I threw in the Weeping Angels, but man, that's a tough one. Dalek seems like a cop out.
It is.
Just in general, or as your favorite?
If I were to choose them as a favorite, which really they aren't. They're really not that creative. They're just a straight up destructive force in the shape of a garbage can.
I think dogs are funny.
But they are the nemesis
not
of
scary
the
to
Doctor.
me.
I mean, that's like
Yeah.
the primary bad guy that will always be there to, I'm sure, oppose him no matter what.
They have no concept of elegance.
You would make a good Dalek. That was my favorite line from any Dalek ever.
Trash talking dogs.
Cybermen obviously are pretty awesome. I'd have to go with probably the Cybermen. I'm a big Cybermen guy.
Is that why you bought those headphones?
No, it is not why I bought these headphones.
I do like Amanda. Amanda was a good bad guy. The chick with the skin.
No,
was
that was
just-
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Sorry, Cassandra.
That was my
She
wife's. That's my wife's favorite.
Like she was really good.
Needs a lotion of the month subscription.
Yeah.
Moisturize me.
The mechanical angels from the Titanic episode those were pretty
Information.
interesting. Yeah.
You're all going to die.
Yeah. Well, thanks for getting to the point. Which is weird because were you guys, when you saw that for the first time, did you think it was going to be another Weeping Angel episode, like just in a different form? Because that's good. That's like what I was like. Oh, well, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, because it was almost right on the heels of Blink, but like I just thought maybe it would be like a futuristic version of the Weeping Angels, but nope. Turns out it's just an automated system that just is going to kill you all. We're all yawning.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap this up.
Gee, I don't get to say my favorite villain?
I thought
No.
you were. Oh,
No,
sorry.
I never did.
See, that's how we're tired. Mason, go.
I thought Dustin
Well-
was your favorite villain.
No.
Oh.
They have to be scary to start with.
He's got his Cyberman headset on.
Cybermen aren't my favorite, though.
He's scary, sexy.
Pure, for pure scare factor, the Weeping Angels. But my actual favorite is the Master. Because he's really the only one that's kind of on the same level as the Doctor.
Oh, and that was a good point. Before we started show, we were talking about the 4 beats and the opening theme.
Yes.
Yeah, because I never actually made that connection before. Time Lord Heartbeat is in the theme song.
Yeah.
I know.
Nerds. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is called Delirium.
This is called It's Later Than We're Usually Here, and we were here earlier than we're usually here.
It is true. All right. Final thoughts on Doctor Who. Anybody?
Wibbly wobbly.
Overrated.
Wow. And a big fuck you at the end of the show. Nice.
Because fuck you guys.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's not even cleverly written.
Jesus.
Oh, I got a couple things to throw out.
Isn't it basically just Star Trek in time, you guys?
Oh, man.
Man, you're gonna get so nerd raged on.
You started it.
Which is funny because they do have Star Trek Doctor Who crossover comics.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been my wallpaper on my personal laptop for a very long time.
I need to read those.
I do
read
too.
them yet.
I haven't either. I read part of the first one. Anyways, so Mike,
Right.
thoughts, man? How's that
So,
brain?
when the whole Matt Smith thing started out, I mean, he got the, in the first part of at the beginning of the first episode, with him as Doctor in the new season, I was like, nah, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work.
They don't know what they're doing.
By the end of the episode, you got him basically looking at this big, giant alien eyeball thing going, run.
Yeah,
I was sold.
that was pretty cool. And the
it's like,
suspenders.
I went full 360 during the course of that first episode.
I like the part where Rory was like, turn around, and Amy's like, nope. Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Capaldi and his first episode. Capaldi.
Capaldi.
I'll just call him Peter.
There you go.
I didn't realize you guys were on a first name basis.
It's very familial.
It is.
Yeah, so
BFFs.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with him.
Best fucking friends.
Yep.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Uh-huh.
I already gave my opinion.
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right, well, I'll end it.
Well, I was actually going to give an opinion. I was trying to make a joke, though.
We were being Muppets.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, I just thought that was just okay. Go.
No.
It's completely inappropriate, guys.
Well, we've had to talk about this boring Doctor Who shit for like 3 fucking hours, you guys.
3.5 hours.
Where is
Too
the
long,
Muppets
did not read.
podcast? Seriously.
We should do a I'm there.
Hello.
Let's do a Muppets.
Dustin's breaking. He's like, shut the fuck up, you guys. It's late. Okay,
I
go.
want to go home.
With the Doctor, Doctor Who in general, it's just, never mind, I'm too tired. Fuck it. I had
Intelligent
something
point,
Mason's point is, Mason, never mind, is fucking tired. Okay.
His kitty tits.
So, too long, did not read. Don't watch Doctor Who. It's not worth your time. It's completely boring. And
Muppets.
Watch Muppets.
And Naomi is lying.
Yeah.
Are you the Doctor? Because I hear he lies too.
No, I am not the Doctor.
Okay. That wasn't a wink.
No, that was not a
You
wink.
can almost hear that wink.
I try to make my winks auditory.
That's what she said.
What? That didn't even make any sense.
Because
We're past the point of
tired.
making sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
I think
tired.
we're done.
Okay, Doctor Who is awesome. There. We'll
Yeah,
just
so
go with that.
Doctor
The
Who
end.
is awesome.
Who are you?
Are we okay? Everybody
No,
good?
but go ahead.
We just ended it. Where are you, buddy?
Waiting for the delirium to stop here. So
It's
I
not
can
gonna
end this
happen.
show. Fuck me.
I was going to say the youngest sister's,
It's after
Well,
11, all bets are off.
she's the first one to die, but yeah.
Wait, me?
No, the youngest, Delirium is the youngest sister of the Endless. And she is the first one to die.
Gaiman. Oh, we brought it back to Gaiman. High five, buddy. Nice.
It always
That
comes
was
back to gaming.
There we go. That was a nerd
Caught
high five.
Caught that one on the mics, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a...
All right, well, I'll end this by saying, again, Doctor Who is a great sci-fi series. It's pretty much changed how I view fandoms in general. Again, I never looked at Star Trek, never looked at Star Wars. Like, I understood the appeal of wanting to, like, do cosplays and stuff like that with them, but I never really got into it personally. Now that I have Doctor Who in my life, I'm like, I want to dress like the Doctor all the time, and I want to find every other possible way to do it, and I now have something that I can... I have a sci-fi series that I have officially fallen in love with. That isn't something that's usually easily said. Usually when you fall in love with something, it's
A person?
It's overrated.
Alive?
Yeah, people are overrated.
Can
Daughters,
reciprocate.
wives, whatever. But it's Doctor Who's where it's at, you know. But no,
I'm
just
telling
kidding.
your daughter and your wife that you said that.
They're nice.
They're
and
on
all.
board with you, though, so it's okay.
Those are assumed. But
Jesus.
but I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, as far as on a level of just personal, oh man, what's the word I'm looking for?
We don't even know.
Personal preferences? No.
Sleep?
Sleep's
No,
good.
sleep is for the
No, sleep is for the sane the next day.
overrated.
Yeah.
Fandom, I guess, is the lifestyle changes and entertainment. How I view entertainment especially for sci-fi. I'll probably compare everything I ever watch now that's science fiction to Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
It's really unfair.
It's kind of like how We're Alive is the first podcast
know.
I ever listened to. Jesus, it ruined everything for me.
It really did.
It's like comparing Wrath of Khan to every other Star Trek. Like, you can't, it's over here. You can't.
God.
But
Nerd!
if you guys are listening to this and you've never watched Doctor Who, again, first off, I don't know why you're listening to it, but second, get
It's
out there.
really
It's
weird
on
to listen to
Netflix.
podcasts about things that you haven't
It's on
watched.
Netflix, it's on Hulu, there are DVDs, you can get it.
Yes, you're looking for current episodes, buy them on Amazon for a few bucks a hit.
Worth it.
Not that kind of hit.
Gross.
Unless it's the place that sells the patches on the subway. Jesus.
Well, if I'm gonna go all in. So.
You should probably,
Hawk it.
yeah.
Not in here.
I'll wait.
Man.
It'll hide.
Fuck.
But, go watch it. It's awesome. We hope you enjoyed this, particular two-parter. It's been insane.
The first part, at least.
Yeah, I guess. The
Second
half.
part got a little weird.
This is some
Only 'cause we
comedy
liked bullet
gold.
points.
We're-
I am really excited to meta myself out and listen to this shit. And laugh at me laughing at us laughing at stupid things.
I won't listen to it.
But,
I have to, so I make sure that I don't sound like a complete jackass.
Yeah,
before
but
I
what are
tell
you
other
gonna
people
do
to
if you
listen to it.
do? I mean,
Not
like,
tell my friends that aren't on the podcast to listen to it.
how many of those are not on the podcast?
I have friends.
Like during
You
Canada.
don't have to get defensive
but
about that. I wasn't.
No, they work weird hours, so they can't, be here and hang out with
I
us.
got
but
people I work with that listen to it now.
That's cool.
Hey, Mike's coworkers.
Hey, how's it going, you guys?
Why'd you have to make it sexual?
Why did you have to think that was sexual?
I don't know. You
Next
lowered
time, next time you guys pass him in the hallway, swat him on the ass for us, will you?
Yeah.
Hey.
He might
Actually
enjoy
don't.
that.
He'll
Yeah,
like
you
that.
don't want that. Poor Mike.
See, that's what you get for saying things.
Yeah,
Stop.
monkey tits that, buddy.
Yeah.
So sometime next week, I'm going to have a coworker run up to me and go, monkey tits?
Really?
I'll be like, yeah, monkey tits.
As you forget to hit the mute.
Oh yeah, with a customer. Yeah.
Best call ever.
Wait, what?
I'm at a call center.
You did that once, or
No.
you're just joking about it? Okay.
Just joking about it.
Okay. I'm like, you did that to a customer and you're still employed?
Dustin, wrap it up, please.
Jesus, I'm tired. Fucking, I'm gonna keep.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you guys.
That's
Well,
the problem.
We're waiting on
Yeah,
you. That's the problem.
Therein lies the flaw in your plan.
All right, shut up. See, that didn't help a bit, did
Yeah,
it?
you can turn off everybody's
I think your voice cracking kind of
That-
ruined
yeah.
the authoritarianism of it.
I think it made it better.
Shut up, guys!
All right, for the Nerd Effect podcast, this is Mason with my fellow hosts.
Nikki Prindle.
Dustin, I'm gonna go to fucking sleep, VanCour.
Michael Morgan.
And our special guest,
Naomi Ferree.
for those about to nerd, we salute you.